Welcome. Hope your day is going well. Well, today we're going to do from Harvie Passage to Ralph Klein Park. And I'm going to call this the blooper view because we took a lot of wrong turns and we weren't believing our GPS. So we ended up on a few little adventures. So right here we're in Harvie Passage. Nice sunny day. We set off early and the video is sped up 2 times. Looks like it would be fun going that speed, but I think somebody would get hurt. And we started off from Harvie Passage. Right now we're paralleling the bow, coming up to the Blackfoot Street southeast, I believe it is. Past the pump park. And now we're heading east. Now our first mistake was that we didn't realize that there was an exit right onto the trail, right off of this ramp. So we missed it on the way by. On my part 2, you'll see us come up that trail. We're paralleling the golf course, 17th Avenue on the left. So we're coming up to the canal, or this is Blackfoot Trail Southeast. And straight ahead of us is Forest Lawn, and that is our exit. That's the way we should have went. We wanted to be on that side of the canal, but we ignored it. We didn't look at that. We had our own assumptions, and we carried on. Journey to Freedom Park, that's a memorial to the Vietnamese boat people that came to Canada. One thing about making the mistake, we came to a spot that we had incredible overview of the city. The trail's in good shape. They've knocked back the brush from the sides. So you can see the canal right in front of us, and in the background is the mountains, the city, and the Deerfoot. There's the city. Beautiful view of the city from here. Just another scan of it. Obviously a place people like to come up and look at the city. Be a great spot to watch the fireworks, I bet you. So back on the trail, and we got on the trail and we were heading south. Like and subscribe, hit the notifications. Helps me grow my channel. Nice views, and the weather was awesome. Well, this trip was just reminds you that you should be following your GPS a little bit more closely. I'd taken a look at the route at home before we left, and didn't. I was assuming I knew what was the right way, but the way they have you set up is they've got you going on the west side of the canal, the wide canal, W-Y-D canal. And I'm assuming that canal takes the irrigation water out of the city to the south. And see that overpass there? That was where we wanted to go. But we didn't. We looked at the GPS and told us to go there, and it doesn't make sense. So that's the second best route. And so we carried on what we thought was the best route. And we soon ran into urban sprawl and vehicles and housing and all sorts of stuff. Not exactly what we wanted to see or what we wanted to, where we wanted to go. Sidewalk's in pretty good shape, at least right here. And this is an older neighborhood. Forest Lawn, Dover. And you can see by the sun that it's fairly early in the morning. We didn't know how long this trip would take us. Peigan Trail. Quite busy. And there's a Denny's and a Wendy's here, and there's a Road King truck stop coming up. The video sped up double. Yeah, there was a big ramp there. I saw it in time and slowed down, but that one could have launched me into the air. So sometimes you got to be paying attention to what's going on. And I'm not even sure why it was ramped up like that. This trail obviously has not been used for a while because the brush is encroaching pretty bad. So we're coming up to 50th Avenue Southeast, which happens to be the route that we take, and that's the third best route. And we would have probably third best route. This is the one we ended up taking, and it was pretty busy, and there was really no. The sidewalks are not very good shape, so we were on the road. Not my favorite place to be. Quite busy here. A lot of vehicle traffic here. The Road King truck stop. I think they've got a Timmy's, and of course they got fuel and all sorts of stuff, snacks. So we're coming up to where our turnoff is, and it unfortunately meant crossing across that track. And then we went down here. And we're on the path. So that's most of the glitches out of our way already. And you can see that the canal is on our left. And that's where we should have been right from the start. Oh well. Definitely an industrial area through here. There's all sorts of service yards and scrap metal places. We're paralleling the railroad track and the canal. This part of the trail is in pretty decent shape. Couple picnic tables right here on the right. We came back and stopped for lunch on the way back. Wasn't a whole bunch of traffic on this section of the road, so it was smooth sailing. And this canal has all sorts of ducks and geese in it. You're a bird watcher, it's one place to look, I guess. And Ralph Klein is the largest man-made wetlands in North America, I believe. Across the creek there, we've got a homeless encampment. We saw quite a few of those on this trip. Pretty clear sailing along this section. Like I said, there's cement yards and gypsum plants, all sorts of stuff. Coming up to 61st Avenue Southeast. And we go underneath it. Truck company on to the right here. And I think they're doing gypsum or gyp rock here. So the scenery is not the best because you've got all these industrial sites, factories, what have you. We did find along these areas wherever there's a lot of trees close to the pathway, getting a bunch of root heaves and that kind of thing. So the pathway is a little bumpy. We actually stopped here and had a drink and on our way again. Hey, if you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe, hit the notification button. It helps me a lot. I'm also an affiliate with Vidiq, so if you're starting a YouTube channel or you want to improve it, grow it a little bit, you can try Vidiq. They give you all sorts of great ideas, and use my URL, and I have a chance to get some cash out of that as well. So it's vidiq.com/dsurgeson. So yeah, I'll try to put that in the comments down below so you can see it. But vidiq.com/d surgeson. Use my URL and try it for free. The weather was perfect this day. The sky was clear, but it wasn't really super hot. I think it was around the 20-degree mark. Any hotter and it wouldn't have been very nice. So we're crossing the canal. Nice shady spot there to sit. And coming up to Glenmore Trail. So this whole area, both sides of the trail are, industrial sites and warehouses and trucking areas, all sorts of stuff. Lots of ducks and geese in the water here. And they've fixed up this section of road. They repaved it. Nice and smooth. Looks like I'm going fast. That's because I sped up the video. So our destination is Ralph Klein Park. I do believe it's 30 hectares of man-made wetland, and I'm assuming that there's a lot of waterfowl come out there to nest and breed. When we were there wasn't that many around because they're probably out feeding or thinking about heading south already. Barlow Trail. Beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. Very, very nice. This pathway is wide open, and like there's not a whole bunch of shade or shelter in it. But if you want to do a fairly long trip, and like I said, there wasn't a whole bunch of traffic on the trail at all. So we went out, had lunch at Ralph Klein Park, and turned around, came back. Now, when we came back, it was a much easier route because we actually followed all the GPS and hit all the proper spots. But that's why I do these videos, as I go out and do the experimentation, and so you don't have to get lost like I did. If you got any comments, welcome the comments. I like seeing how people engage, and I'd like to answer the comments wherever possible. I've seen some very, very good comments of late, and like I said, I like to answer them just to relieve everybody's mind. 52nd Street. This would be a good spot for shade if you needed to, or shelter. Right through here, it was a lot of birds. There was geese and merganser ducks. We even saw a couple wood ducks. Pretty quiet out this area, except when you were crossing under a road. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, notifications. Helps me grow my channel. My whole thing is to try to get on as many trails as I can so that we've got the entrances and exits. Show you the condition of the trail. I have a lot of fun exploring new trails. So this year already we've gone to Fish Creek Park. We did a circle around Nose Hill Park. That was a long one. And now we're going out to Ralph Klein Park. This is probably our last long trip this year. Going to stick to shorter trips as the weather digresses. I think this is part of the Greenway path system. As far as I know, you can go all the way around the city on bike pathways. Haven't tried that one yet. All right, we're coming up to Stony Trail. Hey, if you got any trails you'd like me to make a video of, just drop them into the comments and I'll be glad to take a look at them, see if I can work them in. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. My starting point is normally in the northwest because that's where I live. Coming up to a turnoff pretty quick here. Yes, a gateway, narrow gate. I guess they definitely don't want you going across and getting run over, I suppose. I'm assuming the pathway carries on beyond this. I can see it across there. All right, we're on 84th Street. We're going to do a straight run south. Pretty flat and sunny out here. Industrial complexes out here. You can see there's quite a few wetland areas here. Not as many birds out there as I thought there would be, but they're probably out flying about and feeding. There is a trail along here somewhere, but it was not on the GPS. So I didn't go on it because I just would hate to get partway on a trail and find out that it doesn't go anywhere and you have to turn around and come back. As it turns out, it does go from Klein Park to, I'm not even sure where it ends up, maybe Shepard. This is Shepard right here, municipality of Shepard. And this is 114th. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. Helps me grow my channel. Only about 5% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. Be nice to get that and figure up a little bit. The Klein Park is on the left Yeah, it's all manufactured wetland for bird habitation, nesting and raising, and you can see why they would like that. So this whole trail, or this whole trip from Harvie Passage to out this way, it was all level. So I would say difficulty level is easy. Like I don't think there's any big hills that we had to climb. It's wide open. It's all on trails if you follow the right directions. So we're in the park proper now. We're coming up to some of the parking areas. They do have an environmental center. It's closed now, but during the year, I imagine it's open. Got a parking lot on the right here. Hey, thanks for watching. Like I said, like and subscribe, hit the notification. Comments are welcome. Please give me any comments that you may have. And then this is the environmental center. I imagine it's got displays and all sorts of stuff in that. It's closed up, so weren't able to get in there. And if you go straight ahead, that building on the right-hand side, washrooms, and they were actually open this time of year, and we did this in late September. And we're going to go down to the bushes there, and we had a great quiet lunch in the shade. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Ride safe.